What's good, what's good? It's the DagogetaTv. It's your guy, Deme D. This is where hip hop lives. I'm here with another segment. I started a new segment last year to celebrate hip hop. You know, I called it Hip Hop 50 Unsung because it was the 50th year of hip hop last year in 2023. I'm not disputing when it started and who said when. That's when it's documented. So I'm just showing my love and appreciation for the culture that I was born and raised or grew up with. Got my usual suspects here, man. You know, introduce yourself, fellas.
Yeah, it's Haitian Pat, you know what I mean? I'm in the building. My man Deme.
Man.
You already know it's the Rebel Rhome. Here with my man Deme BX Uptown. What's good?
So this is where we bring you that real. I know people hate when people say that, but fuck that. This is where we bring that real hip hop. But real, that real conversation. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for always pulling up.
No doubt.
So again, I wanted to highlight different artists when to celebrate 50 years of hip hop. Now being 51, we in 2024. I wanted to highlight other artists that have contributed to the game in many different ways. Mainly artists that came out around 2009 and are still doing it or did it for a long period of time. Over 12 years, maybe 15 years, that have either maintained their high level of lyricism, still putting out quality of work, or maybe underlooked in the impact that they've had in their particular region. So I've done a few, go check those out. This is a new one today. And right now I want to talk about one of my favorite MCs, man, Joell Ortiz, Brooklyn, New York, in the building. Mm-hmm. So I guess depending on who you talk to, some may feel like, oh, he's not on song, but I really feel like, I don't think people understand.
Nah, he's definitely on song, bro.
Right? I don't think people understand his catalog. So before I do the spiel and stuff, I want to get into. He came out around, I want to say 1999. I heard him on a song with a guy from Philly called Pretty Ugly. The name of the song was BK to Philly. It was fire. And then he kind of disappeared. So I thought it was a rap for him. So that's why people probably don't know. Like, for you, he came out around like 2003 type shit.
Yeah.
2000.
Always have bars. Always have bars.
So he kind of resurfaced at that time.
What was that single? Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Hip Hop Saved Me?
It was off the debut, the Bodega shit. The Chronicle shit.
Yeah.
The hip hop shit. And I was just happy to see that. And so him being a new act to y'all, what was your impression with that?
I thought he had bars, but like I guess he came at a time when bars was starting to get
wasn't
as important.
The internet was starting, people getting their music from the internet.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I thought he always had bars, but it just never got. I don't know, just never got his footing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, but I definitely think he's. I don't hear nobody talk about him. Well, if you mention him, then boom, yes, people talk about him.
Yeah, I was gonna say
but he's not the topic. Like, it don't just he don't just come up and grab conversations. In circles I've been, he just don't come up.
I can see that because you probably do got to be in a rap head circle, and they're gonna be talking about Slaughterhouse and shit like that.
Okay.
So let me run down his resume and then we'll talk more about it. So Joell, again, he dropped in I didn't even realize that the debut though was 2007. The Bodega Chronicle album.
Yep.
Okay, so 2007, that's when he dropped his last album. Is this year with Crooked Eye. They have a couple of collaborating albums. So and his album by himself was last year, 2023. Okay. So he debuted 2007, 2023. Barn is still going crazy. But what I do want to point out with Joell is he's not like you see, you mentioned bars, I mentioned bars. He's really like a complete artist. He's a very good artist. Joell talk about he does self-reflectives. He talk about hardships. He talk about hustling and not from a sensationalized point, but from trying to get out of it. He talks about his children. He talks about girlfriends. He talk about beefs, friendships, shit that happened with Slaughterhouse. Yeah. So I'm saying that to say, like, I ain't really, when I dove into his catalog, I'm kind of feeling crazy because I'm like, damn, I didn't even know how good he was.
Right.
I always knew Joell had
very versatile.
Yeah, like very early I was listening to him and all that. I feel like House Slippers was his second album.
Yes.
And that's my favorite. That's my favorite one out of the joints. Like, I was like, He can stand alone without the Slaughterhouse.
He's standing alone without the Slaughterhouse.
You know what I mean? Like, I really like that album. Like,
well, I did like the debut though. I ain't gonna front. I just think there's a big space between that and House Slippers. I think.
Yeah, because you had the situation with Aftermath.
Yeah, and then that kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but yeah. So he has 6 studio albums, really 9. But they have 3 listed as a collaborative. You know, that's when they work with the producer. So, but it's still him just rhyming.
Oh, yeah, him and Madlib.
Him and Paulo Brown. He got some shit.
I like the one with Paulo Brown.
That shit's fire. He got some shit with somebody called Signature and another joint called with Illmind. That's fucking crazy. But and he has 9 mixtapes. He has 6 collaborative albums with King Crooked. 1 dropped this year, and he had like 2 last year, I think.
Nice.
And the 2 EPs with Slaughterhouse. 2 albums with Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
So that's a hell of a catalog. I want to say,
was he ghostwriting for anybody? Though?
I never heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think anybody in that clique, I wouldn't be surprised.
I thought I heard. I don't know. You know, don't crucify me. I thought I heard he was writing for Joe too.
I can see. Oh, for Joe Buttons?
No, not Joe Buttons.
Oh, I'm about to say, nah, I can't. I already put out a hot take today. I don't need no more problems.
I'm talking Fat Joe.
I mean, listen, he been in the game. He been around. He worked with some other people. But I don't want to throw no names out. But so yeah, to piggyback what you said, I just don't think he has a song too, because I don't know what's the song he's most known for. Because he had that Call Me. Yeah, because he had a joint called Call Me that I thought should have took him out there, but it ain't really.
Yeah, I remember that joint.
He was on that.
So
was he on your man joint, that Bieber, Benz and Bentley joint?
Nah, that was Santana. But it had the little same frame. So I do want
they did a little.
They did,
That's what he did. Okay.
Word. So, but I do want to point out, man, that he's worked with legends, Coogee Rap. He's been on K-Slade joint, Chic, Luch, Termanology, Ghostface Killer, Static Selector, Talib, M.O.P., and of course, obviously Eminem. Mm-hmm. I want to say before we get out of here, I want to say the songs that I feel like highlight, his diversity is a song called Brooklyn, Reflections, Bad Santa, Jamaican Food, and a song called Q&A. So, Q&A is my joint. Shit's crazy, right? So he's a very good artist, man. The catalog is crazy. And I'm glad to see him still going. Salute to what him and Crook been doing. I think they wrapping it up. They got 6 together, so I'm not positive on that. But I'm like, yeah, man, just salute to Joell Ortiz, Brooklyn, New York, holding down the culture. I know he's even spoken on himself as not shining bright as he, due to the style of music he does. But, there's people that definitely appreciate what he's doing for the culture. And I mean, you have any closing words y'all want to?
Before we get out of here, where you rank him in Slaughterhouse?
Oh, he's my favorite.
Oh. Okay.
Because he was my favorite by himself. And then when he joined the clique, once Joe came out with that, I don't even want to do all of that. But
I'll put him at 2. You
got Royce number 1. I know Royce is your man. Royce is nice. I think, before we close out, I want to say this story, man. I'm glad. I forgot I should have been said this, right? Do y'all remember real quick? Do y'all remember when Memphis Grizzlies had Zach Randolph?
Yes.
And Marc Gasol?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And when they played Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Do y'all remember that when they played in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Before any of this shit.
Right.
This was the little man versus the big man. How you should construct your team. Right. This was before everybody copied Golden State.
Right.
Everybody wanted to beat Zach and Mark. Once Golden State beat them, that big man shit was done. That was just the end of it. It was solidified. Everybody ran with that. Slaughterhouse was that period, just like you said, when niggas was swaying away from bars, they were supposed to be the saviors. Mm-hmm. So the fact that album dropped and it wasn't crazy, the game shifted. I know a lot of people don't think, but that's to me when the game really shifted. Because it was like, damn, if these 4 nice ass niggas can't, why I'm gonna even bother? Because I remember Cassidy was saying it, Saigon was, as far as themselves, they was like, yo, what's the point of me? But I just feel like, when Slaughterhouse shit ain't work, that's just like, damn.
So then to that point then, you think Griselda bringing lyrics back?
I think it was already here. You already had the Coles and the Kendricks and all of them. They bringing that raw gutter shit back. But you already had the Big Sean's, the Saha, the Princes. You already had niggas who started, respecting the pen.
Okay.
Griselda just ain't making commercial shit like that. Okay. I'll give them that.
Understand,
you know what I'm saying? But
because I felt like and not to deviate from what we were discussing, but I just felt like, to that point, when they popped up on the scene, they started bringing back a lot of the old 90 heads with them.
I think they gave people but people never stopped. Like Banks never stopped, J.R. Ryder never stopped, Ortiz never stopped, Fred never stopped. Niggas never stopped. Everybody just was
like, they just wasn't on Front Street.
No, everybody was like, we don't give a fuck.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's way deeper than that, though.
Niggas ain't give a fuck no more.
Think party culture is a thing, right? And I think it became a thing as the internet began to grow, and so you had to be able to not only rap but make records.
I won't say make records, make certain type of records, because niggas didn't want to hear hate it or love it type shit no more. Remember, there was always rap records. It just didn't have to be a certain formula.
That shit became that type of record will always work.
When who the last had that type of every record that's popping is a party record or a lifestyle record.
That's not a record that somebody can make easily like that.
I'm just saying what like Meg just put out a record where she was talking about wanting to commit suicide like that, and I credit her for that. But how many people are doing anything like that? Everything is I'm lit. You got some people talking about little hard times. Yeah, my mom and my daddy, my mom. I heard the little niggas be talking about they father left them when they was 2 and shit, but they still circle back to them. My chain and my diamond. But yo, this is the Ortiz moment though. We gonna build on that. You know, you can catch us on the debate that's going there. Salute to my guy Joell Ortiz, man. This is Hip Hop Unsung, the Go Get a TV. I'm your guy Deme D. You already.